Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we will talk about drones in war or quads in war. Now look at my haircut. I said I'll go to the barber once the war is won. Uh, but today I want to show you guys my Hotel Evo. So ever since the war began, these guys, specifically Hotel drones, they became like filet mignon of all drones because they're not DJI. That's the main thing. They cannot be tracked by DJI Airscope. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm just gonna fly this thing, run down the batteries a little bit. As you can see, all my batteries are charged. I got 5 of them, so that's probably gonna be 2 hours of fun. I'm not gonna fly high. I'm gonna stay under the tree line because there is a signal dampener somewhere around here, and I don't feel like crashing my Hotel Evo. I just want to check the batteries, make sure everything works fine, make sure all the batteries are good, make sure all the banks are good, and run them down. I don't even know how long I want to run them down. I may even run them down to 0%. Probably not, but maybe low, maybe like 30%. I'll have to keep an eye on voltage. Somebody told me that it needs to be under 3.6 volts each bank in order to run them down, so I'm gonna try and do that. Okay, as you see, I prefer to fly with my iPad mini. Right now it's telling me that no GPS signal. The drone is sitting right there. So I'm just gonna wait until I get the signal and take off. It doesn't show me how many satellites I got. So yeah, take off in a few moments. Check out the battery until then. Okay, so here's the battery. Banks are full, charged only 4 times. So hopefully everything's gonna be good. Time to discharge 6 days. I'm gonna actually set it to like probably 3 days. Okay, so I just finished flying the second battery, and this time I actually timed my flight. So in normal mode, under normal circumstances, just flying around, taking videos, taking pictures, my flight time, and I landed with 20% battery left, so I could still go on to fly at least 5 more minutes. My flight time on a battery that had so far 18 cycles was 20 and a half minutes. So with the Hotel Evo, you can easily get about 25 to 27 minutes because, as you know, hovering takes more of the battery life, and I hovered probably for about half the time. So if you would not stand still, if you would not hover, you could probably, out of a single battery on this thing, you could easily get 27 minutes of flight and still land it with maybe even time to spare. The drawback of Hotel Evo that I noticed and many other people noticed is when the battery life gets down to, the battery charge gets down to 10%, it begins to force land the Hotel Evo. So if you're far away and you still think you have 10% left, it's not gonna work. It's probably gonna land where it's at. It's not gonna continue flying. But overall, today is pretty good day so far. I thought I was gonna run down 5 batteries. I just did 2, so I'll probably do 3 more tomorrow. Oh no, 1 I'll do probably a little bit to like 60% and just get the images of the Evo onto my iPad this way. All right, so that's that. Okay guys, now that I'm home, and it's actually been a few hours, but I want to tell you what happened. So as soon as I landed my Hotel Evo, and I did say like flying in like in wartime is a little bit different. I landed my Hotel Evo. I finished recording the video. I got home, uh, and as soon as I put my drone down, I get a phone call, and he's like, "Were you flying your drone?" I'm like, "Yeah." I just got a call from the army guys that somebody's flying the drone. They're by the gate. I'm like, okay. So I come out, and the army guys, they're like, "Oh shit, it's you." I'm like, "Yeah, of course it's me." I'm like, "Who else would it be? Who else would be flying? Who else would be stupid enough to be flying the drone?" They're like, "Shit, we didn't know who it was. We saw an orange drone flying like really low above the lake, and we wanted to like throw a stick at it, but then we decided to call everybody we know, and you came to the gate." I'm like, "Yeah, it's me." I told him, I'm like, "Hey, I went down to the command. I told them that I will be flying a drone today. So I did warn them because I need to be test. I need to test it because if I send it to the military, I need to know the actual flight times, not the. Anybody can read the brochure, so I need to know the actual flight times." And so we just had a whole bunch of laughs, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll write down my phone number because I'll be flying tomorrow too. And if you see a drone, call me right away because it's probably gonna be mine." But it was hilarious, like really. And the quality on this iPad mini is crappy, but hey, that's what I'm editing my video on right now, so that's all I got.